Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video and welcome to the Saturn system. Today we're going to be continuing from a previous video we did with Jupiter where we turned it into a star and we watched how its moons suffered the consequences. Saturn should be quite an interesting one as a lot of its moons do orbit quite close to the planet here, so I think a lot of them are going to be absolutely scorched. Titan is the one I want to keep my eyes on here as it is a further distance away, so if we make it into a red dwarf as well like we did with Jupiter, let's see how Titan changes. Having that extra star, giving it a lot more temperature. Will it become habitable or will it become a hot world like Venus? Let's find out. So, Saturn, first of all, we'll have its stats there. 0.29 Jupiter's mass, so it's nowhere near as massive as Jupiter. And we need to be at least 80 Jupiters in mass here. So we need to add a lot of material to this. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do it. So, tools, material. I'm going to shoot in huge Earth masses amounts here. I'm going to shoot maybe like 40 Earth masses at once here, huge strain of it. Let's shoot it at high speed as well. Press play, and there it is. So that's already a load of material. Let's just shoot it really close into the planet. That should buff it up quite fast. Now, I need to make sure, but if we make it more massive, it could start pulling its moons in, so we need to make sure we don't do that, because the moons are very close. So let's watch as that material falls into Saturn. Let's make it even faster, I guess, just so it goes in quicker. There you go, and already we can see the masses changing. Oh, Saturn is pulling its rings in. It's huge. Oh, yeah. Let's continue. Spray in more mass. There you go. Let's see what we end up with. There you go. It's all falling in. That's a huge load of mass about to enter Saturn there. It's probably going to pull in the inner moons as well. I mean, there's not much we can do about that. It's going to happen anyway. There you go. Oh, it's getting denser. Look at it go. Oh, it's crushing down. We should start to see brown dwarf levels of stuff here. There we go. We're travelling at seconds here, and it is pulling stuff in. Oh, look at Saturn. It is just trashed everything nearby. But there's not much we can do about that. It's going to happen anyway. So, where are our material? Let's continue. Spray more in at higher speed. Just get it in there quick. That should be enough mass to get into a red dwarf shortly there. Let's see. A bit more. Speed up time. Watch that material fall in. We are losing the inner moons. Where's old Mimas? There's Mimas. So hopefully Mimas survives the initial star change phase. There he goes. Oh, there it is. Right, so that should be a star now. It's warming up. Okay, 0.1 suns in mass. So I guess now it just needs a bit of, well, temperature. Is it going to warm up itself, or is it going to... There we go. I think that's more than enough. What's its radius anyway? Jupiter. 0.4 Jupiters, yes. Interesting. I think a star should be... Oh, we have 0.4 Jupiters. Really? I think it should be a little bigger than that. Radius is sun. Interesting. Maybe we have to do a bit of manual intervention here, because I think that should be a little bigger than 0.4 Jupiters. So, the density's crazy on it, though. Okay, so let's pause. Or do we put this? We're travelling slowly, right? This needs to be bigger. So, lock that. Right, this is where it needs to be bigger. There you go. Oh, that will hopefully warm the temperature up as well. But at least a Jupiter in size, surely. I mean, the smallest stars are... just a little smaller than Jupiter. So I think 1.4 Jupiters would make more sense. Something like this. I mean, where's old Proxima? Let's have a comparison with Proxima, for instance. So, or Burning Star, for instance. There you go. So I mean, it's, yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, there you go. So it's about the size of Proxima there. So there we go. And just as a comparison as well, let's just pop Proxima in just really far away so we can actually just see it. So where are we? Don't know where the rest of the objects are. Oh, we're really far away. Okay, that's fine. 100 light years away. So Proxima. So what's that in watts? Oh, that's not going to work, is it? 0.002 luminosity. Okay, let's just try and match it with Proxima. 0.002. Okay, so Saturn. Where is Saturn? There it is. 0.002. Right, there it is. So, Saturn. Oh, yeah. 0.002. So that's more of a Proxima level. Temperature. Needs to be a little hotter than that, doesn't it? There you go. That's more like it. Get it into a red dwarf phase. 3600. 0.044. Maybe a little less. There you go. That's more like it. 3000. How hot was Proxima? That makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go. Right. So Saturn is now a proper red dwarf. Where's that Proxima gone? Did we delete it? Am I going mad? No, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Right. Let's stick with that. 3200. So, Saturn, full-fledged red dwarf. Okay, that's the problem, look. So we need to quickly do a cheeky little tools. Auto orbit. So the moons are now all in orbit. Right, now, the question is, what moons will survive? Enceladus, It's a bit close, isn't it? There's your new... So, Enceladus. There you go. So have a little... Oh, that's not gonna... Oh yeah. As soon as we press play, it's about to get... It's going to get scorched. So a very brief view from Enceladus before all hell breaks loose. There it is. There is your new star. That is the former gas giant. Now a fully fledged star. Saturn. We turn the goggles off. You're going to be blinded away. It's just completely incinerated. Oh yeah. So Enceladus is not where you're going to want to be. So let's go a little further away. Iapetus, or Titan. This is the one we want to focus on. Titan. Let's look at the Hattel zone, for instance. Titan has a lot of greenhouse materials, and from this diagram already, it's not looking good. Minus 186 at the moment. That's before it became a star. Oh, dearly me. That's not a good sign. Are we too close? Is the Roosh limit going to be too much? That is a danger. It's pretty close to the star. Will it be torn apart, is the question. Will it just demolish everything? So 11 a surface view from Titan. Turn the goggles on. There's the sun. Oh, that's Saturn, isn't it? Yep. Oh, yeah. So it's not a good look, is it? The very thick atmosphere over there. You can see we're losing material anyway by the looks of things. So it is not going to be a good look for Titan either. Maybe a little further away. Iapetus. The furthest of the major moons. This world looks to be doing a little better. Doesn't look like it's losing material yet. Have a little look on the surface. There's your Saturn star. Looking very good. Okay, nice. There's your sun. So, huge Saturn in the sky. Oh dear. Okay, right, so now the fun part. Turn the goggles off. We're going to go back to the inner Saturn system here. Press play. And there we go. We are away. So, Tethys. I think that temperature. Speed up a little bit more. Let this run. There we go. So now we are running. Temperature rising in Enceladus. Now let's see what lasts. Rhea. Okay, Dione. All the inner moons. Will they last? Tethys. Bit of mass there. Okay, interesting. Enceladus. Being dissolved. Ooh. Lost material there. Tethys has been torn up. Or is it? It lost some mass. There you go. Okay. Interesting, okay. It looks like the Enceladus, Dione. Well, look, all the moons are losing material here. They are very close. Let's let it run for a bit. Titan, how are we doing over here? Minus 185. It's only been a few hours so far, but we did lose mass at Titan. And it's still losing mass. Look at all the material coming out of it. Oh, is Saturn going to build a new ring system here of destroying all the former moons? I mean, at this point, Titan is a fully fledged planet, orbiting a star. And it's still losing material. The temperature's slowly but surely warming up. It will take a bit of time. But as for the inner moons, look what has happened here. Look at all that mass loss. 80, that's lost size. Look at Enceladus right now. Pause it. At this present moment in time, that is liquid water. There you go. Surface, composition. Water. Liquid. There is liquid there. That is doomed to fail, unfortunately, because that star is way too close for that to last. If we look at the surface view, hottest point is minus 30, but apparently liquid water is starting. You see the sunlight from the sun as well, slowly lighting this thing up. Let's continue a bit more. Enceladus is our main focus for the time being the only close moon with the good stuff. So there you go. That's going to warm up pretty quickly, though, isn't it? There you go. Ooh, yeah. So it's now in the positive temperatures, but I think it's going to get a lot hotter than that. And I don't know how long that water's going to last being this close to a star. So there you go. Keep an eye on those stats there. 100% ice, I'm not so sure about that. 60 degrees, yeah, I'm not sure that ice is all going to be... I think this is telling lies at this point. I don't think that's quite right. Really? 100% ice? Not really, because... Yeah. Enceladus, currently though, 115 and increasing. It is getting very hot at Enceladus. 130. That water shouldn't really be there at this point. Look at all the material. It's built like a whole gas ring around it. Rhea, how are we doing over here? Minus 75. Titan, minus 163. Still in the warm-up phase over here, but it is losing material. There you go. Oh dear. If we look underneath Titan's surface, how are we doing over here? That methane's probably disappeared, doesn't it? The liquid methane. Or has it? Yeah, okay. Titan has got 68% liquid water on its surface, supposedly. I don't see any liquid water on it, but apparently it's there. Interesting. What's its surface saying? Minus 147. See, yeah, if it's minus 147 as the hottest, how is the water a liquid? I'm not sure that's quite right. I have to say, it's very strange how the game calculates that stuff sometimes. So there you go. Let's continue. Let time really run for a bit. 11 days. There we go. Of course, eventually this is going to have effects on the solar system as well. Maybe we'll check that out a bit later once we see how the moons cope. Because we need to do a few years around the sun to really see the trouble caused from this. So there we go. How are we doing? Enceladus. Hanging on there. 800 plus now. Completely ruined. Polyphemus, Rhea, 500 plus there. Titan, 300 plus now. There we go. So it went completely past the good temperatures. So there you go. Atmosphere on it. It's now a Venus-like world. We can see its colours changed as all of that water vapour has gone up in to the atmosphere. So the colours changed. 1 point. I see 68% is surface water. Again, that's not quite right. I don't think. Where's that methane though? That's all gas. All that frozen methane, no longer liquid, it's all gas. So that greenhouse has spiraled out of control. Titan is too close to Saturn. And it's gone from being too cold to too hot. I mean, that is way too close to your parent star. Let's just delete the particles so we can run the simulation a little faster. But yeah, Titan, as we saw from the habitable zone as soon as we started, it is way too close to Saturn's habitable zone. Iapetus, the last of the major moons, minus 106. The only major moon that is not hot yet. Let's look at its surface. Minus 99. So is this the only place it could potentially be nice? I don't know if this only contains any water, does it? The game doesn't give it any water. Maybe we can add a bit for a fern. I mean, Saturn's moons are known to be icy, but I don't know much about Iapetus' composition, if I'm honest. So there we go. It's warming up, though, as we can see. But I think if you added water to it, it may just go too much water vapour anyway, and just go greenhouse effect as well. So maybe this moon is also doomed around the Saturn. And then as for the moons further out here, I mean, if we go to Tarvos here, I mean, this is just one of the asteroids, and it is way too far away from Saturn to have any sort of temperature. And it's just an asteroid. Past Iapetus, it's all just the asteroid-captured moons, so there's not really much exciting stuff out here. So there you go. And it's just sitting at minus 140. Not really much changes going on there. Okay. So Iapetus warming up 20 plus. And this is without any water on it. If you added water, I think it would just evaporate and you would just have a greenhouse. Even Iapetus, the furthest moon away. So where's it? So it's orbiting at, if we go down here, 4-day orbit. If we go into kilometres. Yeah, it's not that far, is it? Where we go? Lunar distance. So 9 distances of the moon. Okay. But that's a star. Can't really get away with that, so it's still way too close. So 40 degrees and increasing. See, I think eventually Titan probably would become the hottest out of these worlds with that atmosphere. So yeah, that's way too hot anyway, even without adding stuff. So yeah, adding water would have given us no point. It would have been way too hot either way. 50 plus. See, how hot will that go? 70, 80? It's still going. Let's just really run it. How high does it go? 93, 94. Can go to 100? It is. Okay. So Saturn has completely scorched all of its former moons. At least with Jupiter, Callisto was holding on, but not around Saturn. The moons are a lot closer. A lot of them, so there you go. Still increasing, 120 plus. There you go. Let's just speed up as far as we can go. And there you go. And Saturn's going to start disrupting Jupiter and Uranus orbits, especially here. I have to see how the inner solar system survives here. There you go. Maybe the sun has a little more pull on these guys. So there you go. Iapetus, the only thing not lost in the glare. 111 average. Looks like it's sitting at about 111. I think it's reached its peak temperature. Still a little increase. Still increase a little bit more. Nothing too much though. Okay, so back to the other moons. Titan, how are we doing here? 300 plus. Not as hot as I thought it would be. Its atmosphere is gone. It's completely gone. Wiped out. So, look, Titan lost all of its methane, all of its water. It's gone. The atmosphere is completely wiped out. So it's now just a hot rock. There you go. Too much for a Titan to handle. All that material gone. So as for the other moons, Rhea, that's been minimised. That's lost 71 kilometres. So I think it's within the Rouge limit region. So Saturn has just shredded them anyway. Enceladus, 63 kilometres. All of the inner moons. We've lost Dione. Mimas is long gone. Dione's gone. Rhea. So we've lost a lot of faces in there as well. There's only just a few little asteroid pieces left in there. But a lot of the major moons are gone anyway. Tethys is gone. So Rhea, Enceladus, the last. I'm surprised Enceladus survived. Rhea, I think that's the second largest moon of Saturn, isn't it? Not anymore. Titan, the only world remaining. I think Titan lost mass, 0.2 Earths. What's that in kilometres? It has lost mass. Titan's only about the size of Triton. About the size of Triton, a little bigger than Triton is now. So Titan, a completely ruined world. There it is. So it's completely shredded its moon. So now what we'll do is, so we can run the simulation fast. Let's go quickly to here. Right, so where are you? Now I need to just delete all of these moons. So basically all of this stuff needs to go. Let's quickly just go ahead and do that. Delete all of those. There you go. Go back to Saturn. Now we can run the solar system simulation and see what's left. So there's Titan, Hyperion, the only things remaining. So let's just go ahead and delete those now, because Saturn has ruined all of those anyway. There we go. Enceladus, that's gone as well. Is everything around Saturn? The Phoebe's gone. Okay, so now we are in the solar system itself, and we can already see Uranus and Neptune's orbits don't look so good. They're a bit all bent, aren't they? Jupiter, again, doesn't look great. Let's add the asteroid belt in, just so we can see if there's any effects there. As we'll go ahead and see the changes to the solar system here. So we didn't do it with Jupiter last time, because we've done that. We've done that to death in the past. But Saturn, not so much. So asteroid belt's in. Now let's really see how this works. So there we go. So we'll see the effects on the solar system now, as the moons are completely wrecked. And there you go. The instability in the outer solar system. Oh, Jupiter. Again, look at Jupiter's orbit. Going into the asteroid belt, that is going to have major consequences. It's still one mass of Jupiter. Pulling that into the asteroid belt, that's going to affect the inner system, surely. That is a huge... And look at that. You throw Jupiter into the asteroid belt, the amount of wreckage with asteroids. You can see asteroids are slung out everywhere already. Look at that. The asteroid belt is going to be torn to shreds of having Jupiter in there. I mean, Jupiter may get ejected, though, if it gets too close to the Saturn star. And look at Uranus's orbit. Neptune's further out. Uranus is right in there now. Jupiter and Saturn, there you go. Ooh, that's a huge... Saturn is pulling on Jupiter there, tugging on it. That huge mass of Saturn. 82 Jupiters. Jupiter's doomed. That's not going to last forever. And it's wrecking the asteroid belt as well. I mean, that's going to shoot loads of asteroids into the inner solar system. The inner orbit's so far doing okay. But, oh, there you go. Jupiter, not anymore. As soon as I said that, Jupiter is now sharing an Earth orbit. That's going to... The inner systems. What was it? It's like, oh, okay. Well, it was going to get dangerous. We saw Mars paid the price. Did Earth hold on there? 10 degrees. How's Earth's orbit? 11.9 months. I mean, that could have an effect. I mean, it is closer to the sun now. I mean, that's going to have huge consequences on the Earth. All it takes is a little percentage to change on Earth, and it can have a huge consequence. So Earth is now closer to the sun because of that. Rotational period, yeah, orbital period, sorry, 11.9 months. Yeah, look at that. Days, how many days? 362 days a year. So it's lost 3 days. That's a very minor difference, but it could make the difference. Mars's orbit, again, was disrupted by Jupiter. In all honesty, I think Earth got off quite likely there. If Saturn was not there to eject Jupiter at that very moment, Jupiter was going to come in and wreck the entire inner system. So the inner solar system, in this scenario, got away unscathed a bit more. But if we rerun that simulation, Jupiter would have shredded that. That inner system would have been absolutely destroyed. Uranus is probably the next on the hit list there. Jupiter's now been slung out. The outer solar system at this point is completely destroyed. Having that second star. The inner system, now Jupiter's gone, the inner system may be able to hold on. Uranus is now closer than Saturn is, but I don't think that's going to last long. Uranus, I think, has had it. Ejected. There you go. So Saturn has cleared out all of the nearby planets. Neptune's too far away to probably get pulled on Saturn, I think. But either way, Saturn's presence out there. And look at the asteroid belt now. If we just pause it and just go over the galaxy. And look how far away some of these particles are now. They're completely flung out there. So let's go ahead and remove the asteroid belt. So now we can really run the simulation. And there you go. So the inner system, I think the instability, yeah, but Venus, the Earth. Nope. I guess in the long run, having Earth a little closer to the sun has caused some more problems. And obviously Mars being destabilised. Again, the inner solar system eventually. Yeah. Mercury. Look at Mercury. Yeah. So the inner system was wrecked by that Jupiter encounter. So although we didn't see the results immediately, even Jupiter just flying in a little bit, that caused a major problem. So the inner system is wrecked as well. All because Saturn slung Jupiter in. There you go. Jupiter's just been ejected from the system completely. I think Neptune may be the only object to survive the encounter, being further away. The sun can still hold on to the sun rather than Saturn, despite Saturn having a massive influence out there. Dwarf worlds, I mean, they're holding on for now. Don't think that's going to really... Yeah, they'll be able to hold on for a little bit, but the inner system completely tarnished and ruined. So Mars' orbit, I mean, look at it now. 2.74 years going into the astrobelt area. Venus slung out there as well. Look at that. Let's definitely cool down Venus a little bit. Earth, how we're doing here? 7 degrees. How's Earth's orbit doing? Back to 12 months. So maybe the destabilization of Mercury and Venus has put Earth back in its place. But again, now you've got two inner planets swapping orbital positions and cutting across the Earth region. So again, I think it's a very uncertain future for the inner solar system. And I think if you run enough time, eventually you're either having a collision or another orbit will get tampered with, and then it will result in Earth being completely slung out. Or, well, Earth's the most powerful object in the inner system with the mass. So in theory, Earth has the bragging rights on who gets ejected. So unless it has a close encounter with Venus where both objects get destroyed or, ruined, their orbits, I think Earth, Earth is somehow back to where it was 12 months, 1 year. But again, I think with enough given time, if Venus gets too close to Earth, I think there probably would be a gravitational change there for both objects. Definitely resulted in some orbital changes. So look at poor old Venus's orbit, not looking great. But, the destabilization in the inner solar system, not a good look, is it? I mean, Venus's orbit could almost get pulled away by Saturn there if it's not careful. Look, Saturn is pulling on it. You can definitely see that. Oh dear. But yeah, there we are, everybody. So that does it. That is what if Saturn became a star. We saw the wreckage of the moons first. Saturn just obliterates all of its moons. None of them get any good conditions at all. They're all too close. Titan has too much of a greenhouse effect, and it just lost its atmosphere entirely, being too close to the star. There goes Venus. The other moons, they never had much of a chance to begin with. They were way too close. Iapetus, even the furthest moon out, still got too hot. They were just too close to the planet. So yeah, that does it for that. And the inner solar system destabilised by Jupiter being slung in. So not a good look at all either. So there we are, everybody. What do you think of that video? Stay tuned, as next on we'll head to Uranus. And we'll turn Uranus into a star and see how its moons get affected. I don't think they're going to have much of a life, I have to say. They're already quite close to Uranus alone. So that's going to be quite an interesting one. We'll see how the orbits change in that one as well. And then we'll eventually finish with Neptune and see the changes over there as well, everybody. But yeah, with that all said and done, if you haven't already, subscribe. Help us on the journey to 50k subscribers. Our goal is to hit it before the end of the year, before 2026. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and help us on the journey to 50k as we're getting closer and closer by the day. We're under 1,300 subscribers away, so we are really gaining on it. So a huge thank you to all your support as well, everybody. Appreciate your comments, your feedback, always means the world. And yeah, if you got any feedback on this one, let me know. If there's anything I should have done different, anything I should have changed, let me know in the comments. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, if that all said and done, everybody, make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.